everybody, Bobby Chiu here. So last year, I think it was last year, I put out a video where it was all about a sketchbook tour. Well, this year I have a completely different sketchbook and I'm pretty much almost done. So I figured, why don't we do another sketchbook tour instead? This time it's a brand new sketchbook. So why don't we go check it out? Here we go. This is very much raw. This has been a sketchbook that I have been using not to fill up to make into a pretty sketchbook, but actually using. So you can see that there's a bunch of little notes and things that I wrote on the side, just random ideas and things like that. That's how I've been using this sketchbook. There's been some failures. You can see that I did this one and you'll see another attempt at the same idea. A lot of times it's good to do that. It's good to do many different sketches, many different attempts of one idea. When you go to a museum, you see a lot of these masters, they've done so many different iterations of the same idea. So why don't we? Another failure, some sketches that didn't really make it, some other sketches that kind of made it. This one was kind of like a play on scale. You know, you have these little guys and you have these trees that look actually kind of small. The bunny, how big is the bunny? Is that a giant bunny? Are those tiny little demons, shadow demons? I don't know. But you can see I'm starting to really get into this whole entire idea of pen drawings right now. So you can see that there's a line there. That was kind of like a note for myself. If I was to post this image, I would want to post it up to the line. The original idea was just this one dog here, and it killed something. I was thinking like some sort of squid kind of creature, but I never finished it. I abandoned it. This is one of my drawings that I didn't like. This was a subconscious drawing that I just drew during a meeting. I forget which meeting, but doesn't really look like I was having much of a good time there. This is one of my favorite drawings, actually. This is how I began. Right, you can see that there's one version where I was thinking that the dog would just be going straight, one where it's looking upwards, and then turned into this kind of sea creature. Again, a little play on scale, a little sailboat, and a little guy that looks like a bug. How big are these things? I'm not sure. I'm just more posing the question. Here's another sketch that I didn't like. And that kind of morphed into this sketch in anticipation for the Game of Thrones last season. I did this little sketch partially because I was influenced by Game of Thrones and their awesome costume design. But as well, I've kind of been on this little dog fix, if you haven't noticed. Another little Game of Thrones sketch here. Now this one is actually quite interesting because you can see what's happening up there. You know, a lot of times when you're drawing with a pen, you get these big globs of ink on the end of your pen, and a lot of times that'll leave really nasty little marks. You can see some of these marks here as well, some little blots that I didn't mean to do. Well, to help with that, what I do a lot of times is I'll roll the pen in a little corner somewhere so that I won't get those blots as much. You can see them right up there again. So I have a bunch of movie stuff in the middle there. I gotta skip over that. But you can also see over here, these were some notes when I was at a workshop recently, Schoolism Toronto, I believe. And so I was just writing notes as I was listening to the different workshops. Well, actually, this is more, I think this is from London. So here's another little pen drawing. The entire idea here was, you know, sometimes you need to speak up. If you got something to say, you gotta speak up. And over here, this is something that I love doing, especially in my earlier years, of just like cramming as many sketches into one little area as possible. I actually started from having a job where I wasn't paid to do art. And so I just had this one little piece of paper that I'd hide under my keyboard. And every time I'd have some time, I'd pull out the little keyboard and I'd just start filling in another little spot with something else. Some life drawings. This was done in London, or Berlin, at Vuga Studios. Just doing a little life drawing there. This one was really fun. Now, actually, there is a page missing here. This page that's missing was given to Jesper Ising for his birthday. This little sketch right here was a preliminary little tiny sketch that I did for that page that's missing now. You can see this one is some nice fun, play on the whole entire idea of a sea monkey. That's what I was thinking. A fat cat here, a pencil drawing of a monkey. I don't think I ever posted this one. Holy smokes, did I cover a lot of ground here. And you can see over here, these were the original ideas for this. And then, of course, after I painstakingly filled in all of this black, I was like, wow, that looks like a pretty cool effect. And so I did another one. And you can see the sketch here as I'm thinking out the ideas. You can also see up here, right? You could tell what those are now. Some more abandoned sketches. And then I went on to this. You can see the original sketch here. And then the final pen drawing. So I hope you liked the little tour, the little mini tour. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more or what you might like to see differently in the future. Thanks for watching.